everybody, just finished reading my lovely book. Yay. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I thought about it. I was actually really surprised. I was quite interested most of the time, about all the different stuff they were talking about, because I don't know, it was pretty cool to see all the different types of art forms that I hadn't thought of, like viruses, or hacking, or, making pranks on corporations in order to show, like, the reality behind what corporations do to culture. So, I really liked it overall. So for the first couple questions are about, Blissett and Maver, and then the last one, or one of the last ones, about net art. I think that's all really cool that those are all like coalitions of artists, performers, activists that all that all tried and succeeded at getting into the media in order to get their points across. I think that it's cool that they combat the corporations or churches or governments that use the media in order to sway public opinion or to get people to think a certain way or to influence buying habits like Nike, or to, just in general, to influence the general public and like culture. I think it's really cool that all these artists and people banded together in order to get hacked into the internet, to get all these different audiences to come together and like view what they were doing. And some people got mad, but I think that from the perspective that the book gives, it gives really good overall perspective of like the point of it, which I think was to make you realize how reality presented by the media or presented by the internet isn't always reality, and that you can't know ever what's truth or what's not truth, and that you have to make that up by yourself in your own perception. Let's see what other key questions we have here. Okay, so another thing I liked was, some of the things I thought was crazy. I like the part about the avatar where it showed, like, general culture perception about avatars is that you can make it into who you ideally would want to be, and that Eva and Franco took that, twisted it, and said, we don't want to be anyone else, we're going to be ourselves, and made their avatars as realistic as possible. I think that's very cool that they did that. I also think that, like I said before, the craziness behind all this computer stuff, I barely understand. It's just, I don't know, crazy to me, that they were able to hack into all these different things and switch around art, and that basically shows what they were trying to show in their life sharing thing, which I thought was also very cool. It foreshadowed what we have today in 2011 by showing that privacy isn't what people want anymore, clearly, because if you wanted privacy, you wouldn't be on Facebook sharing your life story, or on Twitter tweeting every 10 seconds about what you're doing and where you're at, and you wouldn't have GPS on your iPhone to check you in at different places. I just think it's really cool that they were able to foreshadow that by their life sharing thing, where they just opened up to everybody, which is what everyone today in 2011 is trying to do. They're trying to open up to everyone, which is why they post statuses hoping other people are going to relate and maybe feel the same way emotionally, or like what they're posting and all that other stuff. The Nike scandal I thought was very clever. It also showed what's the difference between reality. You can't really tell what's real or not. I think that it's crazy that I can see Nike actually trying to take over a town like that, because they're such a big corporation now that I feel like just to get an even stronger hold on the people around the general public, that they would totally take over, a city and name it after themselves. That doesn't surprise me at all, and I think it's crazy how they were able to make this huge performance and, like, probably open a ton of people's eyes to how crazy it is, the stronghold that corporations and the government have on people's reality. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy stuff. And this is only the first chapter of the book, so I'm kind of excited to see what else happens. I'm also a fan that Eva and Franco are kind of scandalous. They're like theft. They're thieves. They like theft. I like that. I like that they have a little black box that they keep stuff in, that they steal from different art exhibits. I think that's cool, and I think it's also cool that the point of the black box is that, individual pieces don't mean much unless you know the background story or what kind of impact they made, which is true of most art. Overall, I really liked it. I think Eva and Franco have a good point in pointing out that no one actually knows what reality is from what's unreal. I think it's cool that they open up people's eyes to realize and like question what you perceive as real and what you perceive as truth, which helps on like self-reflection and all that jazz. And I think that's really cool. Overall, I'm a fan so far of the book, and I hope on reading more, and I hope you all enjoy my blog. Okay, bye.